Mr. Greenstreet, are we going out to look at some islands, or are you going to spend the rest of the day looking at the shore?
Now, just a moment, son. I have a problem. I am not interested in your island. I'm also not interested in the girls.
Yes, I can see that. But besides all that, look, I do have a job, Mr. Greenstreet, and my boss, Mr. Blooper,
Just a moment, young man. Just a moment. Now, this ought to take care of your expenses. There we are. And you might give this to the girls. Young man, do you see that house over there on the point?
Oh, that one right there?
Yes, yes. Now, a bunch of astrologists live there.
Astrologists?
Uh-huh.
Now, folks around here say that they're witches.
Witches?
Oh, well, that's what they say. Well, you see, they came here about 3 years ago and rented the ex-governor's mansion, set up business, telling people their fortunes. Wealthy kooks from all over the world come here to have their fortunes told. Man, those bras must make a fortune.
How well do you know them?
Well, I know about as much as they want any of us locals to know.
Have you ever seen any of them?
Just Cassandra.
Oh, yeah.
And she's the chief nut. What a racket. And above all that, it's legal.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. See, my partner came down here with $25,000 in cash. He went to visit them in that house, and he hasn't been heard from since.
I assure you there's nothing to worry about. Oh, they're weirdos, all right. But they're harmless. Huh, it looks pretty quiet in there. The old biddies will probably settle down for an afternoon nap.
Well, whatever they're doing, I'm going into that house to find out what it is. Now, I want you to put me ashore. You take the boat back, and you pick up my car. It's the far end of the dock, the bluff. And I want you to pick me up at Cassandra's house. And by the way, leave your bodyguards at home.
To the sky where the witches play. Don't tell the man what you do. There in the stars, any time of day, your fate can be seen by voodoo. Here at the home, we've got body high and something to help wash it down. Your fate can be seen in the black night sky. You'll be dead, though if you hang around. For we can read the stars, they tell us what to do. The Sagittarius is right on time. A shadow over Mars, don't make your poison brew. Then dig another grave and get the line. Stars, they tell us what to do. The Sagittarius is right on time. A shadow over Mars, don't make a poison brew. Then dig another grave and get the line. To the sky where the witches play. Don't tell the man what you do. There in the stars any time of day. But your fate can be seen by who do. Down to the sky, down to the sky.
Evans.
Oh, hello, Mr. Grouper.
Look, Evans, I hope you and the girls are having a nice little ride.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. It's a little choppy, but...
Evans, you're not to take pleasure cruises on the company's time. Understand?
It isn't a pleasure cruise, Mr. Grouper. Hey, I've got a real hot prospect.
Oh. Well, let me talk to your client.
Well, he isn't here right now.
Really? And I suppose you're going to tell me that he's decided to swim back.
No, sir. I had to drop him off. But I have to get right back to pick him up.
Evans, if you're making this up...
Oh, no, sir. Now, why should I do that?
To keep your job, that's why.
Do you know how many islands you've sold for me so far?
Well, I really haven't kept track.
Well, I have. The answer is none. And if you don't get some action pretty soon, you better start looking for another place to sleep.
Good afternoon, ladies. I've come...
You're just in time, Mr. Sagittarius. We've been waiting for you. Please come in. Cassandra's just finishing the rite to the stars. You're just in time for the race.
For the rep. Look, my name is not Sagittarius, my dear. I've come on a very important matter.
You were born November 24th, 1923 at 4 a.m. Latitude 42 degrees north. Longitude 110 degrees west. Isn't that right?
Oh, that's quite a good guess on my birthday. Yes, of course. But that's not the reason I'm here, my dear. I came here to find my partner.
The dance.
Dance.
Mr. Sagittarius, your place is in the chair. Behind the dragon skull.
The dragons.
And Persephone left her friends and moved toward the strange flower. And the earth opened up, and the Lord of the underworld dragged her down into the world of the dead. And then the mighty Demeter, goddess of the spring, was granted her wish. Persephone, her daughter, has returned to her on the promise that she would return to the kingdom of darkness for a third part of each year. So each spring, upon Persephone's return, Demeter makes the world bright with flowers and green leaves. And each winter, when her daughter leaves her, the goddess once again breathes her icy breath upon the land. Jupiter, Lord of the universe, cast off thy shadow. Thy bidding's done. When the sands have passed through the hourglass, Sagittarius time has come. Have no fear of my command. Drink from the cup that's in your hand. I free you from the evil that lies ahead and give you eternal happiness instead.